Good morning, hockey fans. Just a very quick audio test. Just a quick audio test as we get set for state semifinal hockey in Division I here from the Bob Studer Legacy 20 Arena here in Middleton. Puck drop at 10. Our pre-game coverage before that brought to you by Auto Select right here on Zaleski Sports. Again, this broadcast audio only today. We will have video highlights coming your way this afternoon once we get back into the Stevens Point area today. We'll have highlights and a full recap there as well. It is SPASH and Pere. Again, puck drop, 10 o'clock Central Time. And a very good morning, hockey fans. We welcome to the Bob Suter Legacy 20 Arena here in Middleton. It is the Division I state semifinal as the SPASH Panthers and the De Pere Voyagers will go head-to-head in this first state semifinal in Division I. The winner moves on to the championship tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, against the winner of the second game, which is Edgewood and University School. My name is Mike Wendland, glad to be with you guys. Ryan Rasmussen will be getting video highlights for us, which we'll have for you later on this afternoon. It is an audio-only broadcast here on the start of this one. This is your Auto Select pregame show. And Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. Locations, Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. De Pere coming in 21-4-1 after their 3 playoff wins. SPASH 24-3 after their 3 playoff wins to get to this point. We'll take a look at how these teams got here in a couple of moments, as we'll hear quickly from our friends over at Auto Select, as we'll get our pregame coverage continuing. The Zamboni is off the ice, the nets are in place, the teams will be taking the ice shortly, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Our pregame coverage continues here on Zaleski Sports. We're going to take a look at how these teams got here in their playoff runs. We'll start with the Voyagers of De Pere. Their playoff wins over Fond du Lac 6-2, Ashwaubenon 4-1, and then in the final 4-2 over Neenah. So they got some revenge from an earlier loss to Neenah. That's their only loss since around the new year, as they are rolling pretty well heading into this tournament for Coach J.P. Capo in his 15th season behind the bench. For SPASH, since it lost to Wausau West, they've won their last 7, including playoff wins over Chippewa Falls, win the regional 7-3. They got the revenge on the Warriors, 4-1 at Marathon Park in a thriller. That was a fun one to be at. And last week in overtime, Jackson fleeced the Hero 4-3 to take down Hudson over in Chippewa Falls to get to this point. As we get set for this one. I guess this has been your Auto Select pre-game show. Your Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. Locations, Church Street, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. Goaltender matchup, Zach Burdick in the net once again for the SPASH Panthers is 20 wins, 3 losses, a .941 save, and 9 shutouts. He led the state among qualified goaltenders in shutouts during the season. Chase Vandeven will be in the net for the Voyagers, 15-2, a .908 save. He does not have a shutout this season, as De Pere takes the ice, being led out there by Landon Smith. And they're going to be in red sweaters, black pants, the cream numbers. SPASH in their whites, red stripes, black numbers, SPASH and script in black. Both teams pretty much entirely blonde-haired for this tournament, as that has been the trend in recent years to get to this point. The top line coming out for De Pere, it'll be on the left wing, Max Grenia, their leading goal scorer with 21. William Burkholz is the center, 16 goals. And on the right wing, Austin Lee, who's got 28 points. Smith on the second line, he's got 20 goals. SPASH will have Molsky, Miller, and Teddy Westrick as their starting line. Defensive pairs, Michael Van Helden and Reed Sands for De Pere. And Jerome Poirier and Jackson Fleece for the Panthers. Again, we're so glad to have you joining us tonight, or this morning. Yes, we'll turn things over to our public address.
We request your cooperation in supporting the participants and officials. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. And now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
Our anthem concluded. Now we'll take a look at they're going to announce the teams for the four-seeded Voyagers. De Pere and West De Pere, the co-op. The Voyagers.
Number 2, DJ Calillo.
As they announce the entire team.
Number 3, Reed Sands. Number 4, Max Grigna. Number 5, Blake Foose. Number 6, Griffin.
And just looking at the teams right now, I think there is one player between the two teams that does not have that bleach blonde hair in this one.
Number 13, Palmer Anderson.
As the Voyagers skate to the left blue line at the Bob Suter Legacy 20 Arena, home of the Madison Capitals. Middleton playing here as well, the Cardinals. This place is full. There is not a seat to be found here in Middleton this morning. Both fan bases made the trip quickly. And when you look in the minds of the Stevens Point Area Senior High and the Panthers, they're hoping to be driving a lot tomorrow. Girls basketball, 1 o'clock after they beat De Pere last night. And they will play at 1 o'clock against Notre Dame. And then they're hoping to make the trip down here for a championship game potentially if the Panthers can win this one. In their student section, the theme white out. The student section completely in white. Some jerseys, shirts, plenty of signs. So they announced the two teams. SPASH will skate to the blue line off to my right. SPASH will skate right to left. As you listen here in the first period, De Pere left to right.
Number 8, Greg Miller. Number 9, Jace Dede.
For the Panthers, their first trip in 17 years, 2009 last time they had gotten to this point.
Number 14, Thomas Oswald. Number 15,
First time ever for De Pere to get to this spot.
Dominic Marshall. Number 17, Fletcher Schrader. Number 18, Carter Smolerick. Number 19, Zach Ostricki. Number 21, Reese Polsky. Number 22, Harley Kovac. Number 25.
So Harley Kovac anywhere number 22. So Fisher
Number 31,
looks to be
Zach
scratched
and
for
number
SPASH, one of their typical guys. So Kovac number 22. So a couple changes for SPASH. Nothing. Get winner of this game to 7 o'clock tomorrow night. in the state championship game. We already have their D2 final lineup, Amory against Northland Pines. In the girls hockey tournament, that matchup already lined up as well for tomorrow. I'll give you guys a glimpse of what the tomorrow could look like on the rink. So 3 o'clock will be De Pere and River Falls. In girls hockey, the Division II final will be tomorrow. To lead the day off at 11, Amory and Northland Pines. Winner of this game, and again, the Edgewood University School winner at 7 o'clock to wrap up the hockey season here this winter. So we get our final things ready. Both teams head to their corners, get some final encouragement. De Pere just doing a couple of laps, getting themselves fired up and ready and getting in. They'll be on their bench to my left. We're right behind the benches, so we have a good, be able to hear some good chirping potentially. Here from the, again, Bob Suter, Legacy 20. Props to the Suter family and, of course, the great Badger and Miracle on Ice Olympian Bobby Suter. I think he's still the all-time penalty minutes leader in Badger history. Saw some Badger alums here. Saw Joe Pavelski earlier. And we saw him walking around. Also a former SPASH Panther. So Molsky's going to take the draw for SPASH against Cade Kozarek, the second line. Kozarek will be flanked by Griffin Wehausen and Landon Smith. It'll be Dane Waffle and Leo Dose on the blue line. SPASH will have Molsky, Miller, and Teddy Westrick. It'll be Fleece and Poirier on the blue line. Burdick in net and Vandeven in net. The music is going. The puck is down. We're underway. Face-off is won by SPASH as Jackson Fleece will fling it up towards center ice off the right wing, but an early turnover. Here comes the skate. A shot on net save made by Burdick right off the blocker to get things underway. But the breakout pass turned over, flipped behind the net. Jerome Poirier will chase it down, take a check, and get it up for Grady Miller, left wing. He'll try and bid, and that's intercepted by Kozarek. He'll take the pass to the wing, and that's backhanded in, and an early change for De Pere. Here's Fleece. He had the game-winning goal in overtime against Hudson to send the Panthers to this spot as they will battle along the blue line. That's chipped back and into the zone. Westrick on an aggressive forecheck. He'll try and stick check and poke it away, and they battle up to the corner. Molsky trying to center. Miller will keep it now, roll behind the net. Westrick trying to get an edge. That's chipped back to the blue line. Logan Ostricky will backhand one in. SPASH will get a forward change. Ostricky and Carroll. Now Benny Abbott and Jace Deedy already on the ice. Molsky's trying to get to the bench, and that'll get Fletcher Schrader on the ice, and he does. Here comes De Pere from the slot. Trying to get a shot. Save made by Burdick on the shot from just inside the face-off dot. And now here comes SPASH with numbers. Abbott. It will be offside. You can't hear it. We could not hear the whistle in a couple of words, and now a couple of shoves between Benny Abbott and Leo Dose. As again, you could not hear the whistle. Even up here behind the benches, I could not hear it. I thought it was going to be offside, and it was offside. Deedy was in offside. So it'll be a neutral zone face-off. Fletcher Schrader will take the draw for SPASH against William Burkholz, the top line center for De Pere. Face-off taken one by the Voyagers. Reed Sands will bank it forward towards center ice, and here's Fletcher Schrader to Ostricky, looking for D. That's intercepted, but rolled forward, and they'll battle and chip it to neutral ice. Sands will skate it back into his zone. He'll try and bank one forward to the blue line and out. Schrader picks it off. Schrader coming in up the right wing, looking for Abbott to the slot. He'll chip it and get stick checked by Reed Sands. And that'll be banked back and out of the zone by Schrader. SPASH will tag up and re-enter in on sides as there's one intercepted by Palmer Anderson. That one will be rolled down. That's going to be an icing and a roll back past the blue line from Zach Ostricky. SPASH will bring out their third line. Max Middlestat flanked by Johnny Weiss and Jaron Bolton. Easton LaBelle will take the draw forward to Pere. 15:02. As we'll get again another shot on net, stopped by Burdick. Face-off played back to the blue line. That one paddled away easily into the corner by Burdick. But here comes a shot. That's going to be sticked wide, and a prime chance for De Pere, who's gotten the better look so far. SPASH looking for their first shot as Middlestat will chip it in. SPASH will get a change in, get that top line out as they'll battle behind the net. Weiss and Middlestat banking it back to the point. One-timer, that's going to be tipped wide. Reed Molsky will just roll it back to the left wing, and that's going to be turned over and rolled back to center ice. Zach Ostricky, he'll skate in with it up the right wing. He'll jump in on the rush. He'll take a shot. That's going to roll through the blue paint and wide. Miller spins away from a check, keeps it on his stick, protecting the puck. Then double-teamed LaBelle out there. Molsky behind the net. Looking to center. Back for Poirier. He'll take a shot and a save made. Looks like he got a piece of the right pad of Chase Van de Ven. SPASH now with some pressure, but now turned over and tipped back towards center by Jackson Fleece. SPASH will have to go and tag up again as he poked it away from Landon Smith. Molsky trying to drop it, will get it back, trying to center it. Rolls it back to the point for Fleece. Fleece through some traffic on net, and a save made off the right pad. And that one's rolled back towards center, intercepted by Fleece. He'll rush, and that'll be chipped in. Westrick will chase it down. Teddy Westrick up the right side. Looking for Molsky on a redirect, and that Milka got a piece of the shaft of the stick. Big hit and played back to center. Miller with it. He'll roll it back for Jerome Poirier. He'll bank it. Benny Abbott, he'll backhand one in. That'll roll behind the nets. SPASH will get that second line out. Schrader, Dede, and Abbott. That's turned over. Dede trying to jump into the play. That's going to be banked forward and tipped in at the red line. And they will blow it dead on an icing with 13:05 on the clock. Remember, this morning's game was brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly Premier Auto Body, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. Face-off taken up to the point, kept in by SPASH. Abbott trying to chip it in, and it goes into the middle of the ice, but here comes De Pere trying to backhand one in through some traffic, and now skating in with some speed on the left wing. A long shot and a save made by Burdick. That one off of Michael Van Helden. Schrader backhands one for Jace Dede. He'll get his pocket picked, and now skating again is Burkholz. He gets his stick lifted by Beckett Carroll. It'll play back for Logan Ostricky. And we're going to get a penalty as we get a whistle. 12:36, so 4:24. Time of the penalty as Beckett Carroll heads to the box. I didn't see what the penalty was, but Beckett Carroll is going to serve 2 minutes. So we're going to get a De Pere power play. To the left of Burdick. To the points. That one blocked. Cross-checking the call on Carroll. As that'll be cleared. So Beckett Carroll off for a cross-check. So an early power play for the Voyagers as Landon Smith will chip it in and chase it down into the corner. Poirier trying to clear it. He can't. Smith keeps it on the point. He'll pass back to the blue line, and that's going to be kept in at the last second. And now back behind the net is Kazarik. He'll play it back to the point. And that's turned over. Here comes Poirier on the rush. Poirier makes a stutter set move. He'll take a shot. And that's blocked. Sliding across to make the play is Dane Wafel, number 15. And now here's De Pere back on the rush. Turnover again. Here comes Poirier with Miller. Poirier back in with it. He gets around the first defender, plays it into the corner. Looking to center for Miller. And that's played back to center ice. Molsky putting on some speed. He'll just roll it in. And it's going to roll all the way on net. And it's going to be stopped and held by Van de Ven. 52 seconds left on the Carroll penalty. But SPASH will get an offensive zone face-off shorthanded. Might as well Simplicity CU's bringing home the win with great mobile options, the right loan for your family, business, or home. Check them out, simplicity.coop today. Face-off taken by Pere. They'll look to break things out. Molsky and Abbott in this penalty kill unit. That's poked away by Abbott. Molsky, though, can't get a shot as Abbott will send it around. Waste some more time. 37 seconds left on the penalty. Abbott takes a big hit right into the stanchion. He got crunched by Austin Lee. But he's all right, no worse for wear. 25 seconds left on the Carroll penalty. Looking to skate in is Max Greenya. They will get it in, looking to establish some possession time. Burkholz trying to center behind the net. Here's a turnover. Here comes Benny Abbott for Molsky. 2-on-1 developing with Ostricki. Looking for Ostricki and is just a bit too far in front and paddled away with 5 seconds left on the Carroll penalty. That's rolled back. Here comes Molsky. Carroll out of the box. Here comes Molsky. Gets through some traffic, trying to get it on net, and he just had to go off his stick, and that's paddled away to the corner. Pere now looking to answer after the penalty kill. That's banked forward. Here's Johnny Weiss. He'll roll it in from the red line. That's on net and left and dropped for Leo Dose. That's turned over. Here's Middlestad looking for a tough angle to center. Weiss trying to get it to his stick. Middlestad a tough angle, and that is cleared. Dumped down. That will roll wide for an icing. A big save for Chase Van de Ven off of Middlestad from a tough angle. SPASH with some yeoman's work from that third line. Middlestad, Bolton, and Weiss. Max Middlestad will take the draw against Cade Kozarek. Face-off taken, won by SPASH. Fleece jumps in on the left wing, and he'll send it back behind the net, and it rims around the boards. Weiss can't get it in, and it's going to be back the other way. Here comes Kozarek. He's going to have to bring it back as Smith came in offside. Goes back D to D for Dose. He'll take the long pass for Kozarek, knocked away, and now skating in with Smith. Smith an angle, shot save made by Burdick. Trying to go 5-hole. Bolton will bank it forward and glove down at the red line by Dose. Fleece sends it around harder on the boards. That's going to be blocked back to center. Here comes Molsky, gets around. Grant Molsky shoots, save made, trying to go 5-hole, flipped up in the air and caught and held by Chase Van de Ven. A little how do you do for the Pere goaltender. Face off to the left of Van de Ven. As they're going to talk about something here, maybe clean up a chunk of the ice. Something was on the ice, maybe a piece of tape. Face-off one cleanly by SPASH. Ostricki goes D to D for Carroll. Back for Ostricki, right back to Beckett Carroll. He'll try and center, that's turned over, there's nobody home. Trying to free up on a breakaway, and they got a partial break, but the pass wasn't there. And Carroll bodies the forward, knocks him off the puck. And that'll be pitchfork and knocked down by Westrick. As Reed Sands gets it knocked away for Michael Van Helden. That one goes behind. Here's Austin Lee. He'll roll one down. And Burdick will leave it into the corner. Beckett Carroll will chase it down. Banked forward for Westrick. Almost turned over. Plays back for Beckett Carroll in the defensive zone. Long range pass. Westrick will tip it in. No, they did not touch it. They're going to call an icing. With 8:40 on the clock here in the first period. Might as well find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, service with a smile. It's open daily. Breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Offensive zone face-off for the Voyagers. It'll be Kozarek taking the draw against Fletcher Schrader. Draw won by SPASH. Reed Molsky sends it all the way around for Dede and goes back to center ice. And that's an attempt to dump it in, blocked. And Zach Ostricki will skate back with it. Right-handed shot defenseman looking for Abbott. Benny Abbott will skate in up the right wing with Dede. Trying to roll forward, and a nice stick check there by Dane Wafel. As chasing him back from behind is Abbott. Abbott now at the red line. He'll roll one into the zone. And DePere will clear it back out again, chipped in from center ice. Burdick will play it behind his net and leave it for Zach Ostricki. Ostricki, his shot intercepted and skating it offside. Just offside was Austin Lee. 7:58 to go here in the first period, no score. All right, so you can go to Sherrill Tire Officers and serve and get your vehicle taken care of. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Face-off won by DePere. That'll be sending. That's blocked at the blue line, and Weiss lays a hit after the shot. But DePere gets it back, looking to skate in. Nice little move to get in at the right point. Going through some traffic. That one blocked. A rebound. Loose again and played, trying to center it. Was Max Grenia, and it's back out of the zone. Here's Johnny Weiss. He'll get to center ice. And that'll be sent back behind the net. Spash trying to establish a forecheck as Austin Lee for DePere has his pass intercepted. Here's Middlestat. Skates it on side. He'll get bodied by Reed Sands in the corner. Bolton back for Johnny Weiss. They'll try and cycle and roll all the way to the left corner as Jackson Fleece jumps in on the play. Played back into neutral ice. Weiss will chip it in. Spash will get a change, get a couple new skaters out there, Miller and Molsky. Weiss, the only one left. That one on net. Burdick's going to have to stop and cover it up. And it'll be an offensive zone face-off for DePere. Special gets that top line out. It will be Easton LaBelle against Molsky taking the draw to the right of Zach Burdick. Face-off taken and won by Spash. Teddy Westrick skates out of the zone. For Miller, right on his tape, he'll skate in up the left side. Miller gets around his first defender, trying to drop it. There's nobody home. Molsky jumping on the play as nice chip forward by LaBelle back to center for Beckett Carroll. Carroll and Logan Ostricki, the second defensive pairing. That's backhanded in by Westrick. Molsky will chase it down in the corner. Molsky off the end of his stick. As that'll be rolled once again back towards center. Molsky makes a nice move, gets around and gets through one defender, loses an edge, and fans on it. Now DePere trying to roll one. They will roll one in. That's going to be just blockered away by Burdick and just steer harmlessly to the corner. Westrick now up the right wing and gets out of the zone. Pass deflected off a skate from Molsky to Miller. Miller tries to chip it in, can't. He'll lay a hit. And now here jumping in is Wafel on the rush. He'll just backhand one in, and DePere will get a line change. With 6 minutes to go here in the first. Abbott plays it back, and here comes Fletcher Schrader. He gets by off the puck. Abbott can't quite dangle around, and here comes Dose for Kozarik. He gets knocked off the puck. Jace Deedy skates behind his own net. He'll get a big hit into the corner boards, and there's a shot paddled away and up and into the netting out of play by Burdick. DePere getting some pressure on. Here in this first period. Draw taken and won by Spash. It almost rolled toward the net. And that's cleared to the corner. DePere with it now, looking for a shot. Caught and held by Burdick. And again, a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle. Shots on net, 7-6 for DePere. As that one again up and out of play. We'll give you all of your stats and summaries during the intermission. We'll hear from many of our great sponsors during that intermission. I've been very thankful for them. Letting us bring you this game. Again, audio only here for the tournament, but we will have video highlights coming your way this afternoon. Ryan Rasmussen getting some footage for us here from the Suter Legacy 20 Arena. Jerome Poirier leaves it for Jackson Fleece. He'll wire one around the left wing. As Deedy will bank it back. Here comes Benny Abbott. He'll chase after it, being chased by Michael Van Helden. Looking to center, that's blocked. Van Helden gets a natural pick from Sands, and he'll roll it back, and here comes DePere. Skating up the left wing is Max Grenia. A shot, and that's going to be blockered away, and then a big hit behind the net. That one blocked and got through, but Burdick was there. Abbott, and we're going to get a whistle. as a player is down behind the net. I think that's Grenia who got hit. He is down, and the trainer is heading out there. So as the trainer heads out, we will step aside. You are watching or listening to State Semifinal Hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you this morning by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at maidacustom.com.
Grenia skates off. Looks like he's still being looked at by the trainer, but looks like he's going to be all right, as it'll be a neutral zone face-off. Taken and won by SPASH. We played back behind their own net. Pere will send it all the way around for Bolton. That's rolled back towards center. Leo Dose trying to counterattack, and that will be icing.
Hey, fans, your attention, please. Hopefully, you did not park in front of the CrossFit gym and the cidery that is adjacent to this building. If you did, please move your car before it gets towed.
Man, is it
parking designated.
Offensive zone face-off for SPASH. Middlestat will take the draw, and he will win it. It goes back for Fleece on the point. That shot blocked. Kozarik got his shin pad on it. As Wafel will have that one stick checked away, back to neutral ice to Johnny Weiss. And it's a nice move from Poirier. He'll battle with Griffin Wehausen. He'll be rolled back into the corner. Fleece will chase it down with 4:17 to go here in this first period. Weiss trying to backhand one. That's going to be all the way down to the blue line and chased down there by Lee. Hit along the SPASH bench. As Johnny Weiss almost turns over, it appeared to have been offside. As Jaron Bolton makes a monster hit in open ice. Leo Dose welcomes him to the Middleton ice rink. SPASH with the top line out. Miller for Molsky on that left corner. But Molsky gets his pocket picked by Cade Kozarik. But he overskates it. Here's Miller. Miller looking for Molsky, tipped, and a save made off the right pad. Molsky didn't get much on that redirect. And Van de Ven was there to make the play. Here comes Lee up the right wing. Ostricki with a long reach and a poke check. That'll roll back into the corner. Molsky is there. Molsky banks it for Beckett Carroll. Carroll, he gets his pocket picked, and Ostricki's going to have to wheel back and chase it down. Up the left wing for Miller. Long range pass, wing to wing for Westrick in onside. No, he's offside. Just off. Molsky was just a half a stride ahead. And an offside stoppage will be a neutral zone face-off. There's a salt on the roads, wreaking havoc on your vehicle. Stop at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Not only does that salt make your car look nasty, it can cause some damage. Keep it clean with the help of the Tommy Club membership. Unlimited washes for one low monthly price. Weston, Wausau, Plover, and Stevens Point. So download the app today for 1 month free. Vacuums, automatic wet washers, and all in less than 2 minutes. Here's Grady Miller. Didi, a backhand. That's off the glove. Was going wide. So the Fletcher Schrader line out, that's played back to center. Beckett Carroll is there. He'll wheel back. His pass deflected, and Abbott will just turn and fire it in. It's ready to become some hard-hitting plays here in this first period. Carroll from the point. He'll skate in, looks for Abbott. Carroll keeps it on his stick, wheels around and loses it. That's pitchfork back, and now a race for it. Smith and Ostricki. Burdick fans on his clearing attempt, and Ostricki will have to backhand it up the left wing for Carroll, who is hustling back. Beckett Carroll banks it around. That's off of Abbott's stick and back to center. Long range blocked by Beckett Carroll, and it settles down. Ostricki is there. He'll reverse it, looking to the point, and turned over. Grenia still out there, a shot, and it blocked out in front. That one is going to be cleared down. That'll be iced by the Panthers to just get out of some danger with 2:10 on the clock here in the first period. DePere leading the shot total 9-7. Middlestat will take the draw. against Burkholz, and it's won by DePere. One-timer is going to roll wide and into the corner. That's rolled back. Here comes Middlesex on the right side, trying to get free. Burkholz stride for stride with him. Middlesex keeps it, centers it to nobody, as Weiss was late on the rush. Jaron Bolton battling along the boards, looking to play it back, and that's going to be dumped, and that'll be iced. Minute 38 left here in the first period. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for SPASH. This face-off brought to you this morning by Infinity Exteriors. They're installing peace of mind with roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, they're guaranteeing quality that you can trust at Infinity Exteriors. Face-off won by SPASH. Fleece on net. Caught and held by Chase Van de Ven. And again, some words exchanged. Westrick was crashing the net. Face-off won back again for Fleece. He'll just play it toward the corner for Miller. He'll battle, looking to center it, and there's nobody there. It's intercepted by Kozarek. But now Westrick intercepts. Teddy Westrick keeps it on for Miller, who will poke check and go behind the net for Sands. Molsky in there now as well. They battle behind the net. Molsky with it. Tough angle backhand is tipped wide. Poirier leaves it back for Molsky. Molsky, he'll wire shot, is blocked. Glove down by Miller. He'll backhand one, scooped up and held by Van de Ven, and then again some pushing and shoving. Looks like Westrick and Wehausen. DePere will get some new skaters on. SPASH will keep that top line out with 1:08 on the clock. Face-off one, once again back for Fleece. Fleece, his pass blocked. Here's Molsky looking to center. That's blocked again by Kozarek. DePere back the other way. Smith, he'll jump past Poirier and dump it in. Fleece, he'll roll it all the way around for Grady Miller. He'll chip it away from Molsky. Molsky in on the left side. He'll get around, still with it. Molsky, a shot, and a blocker save made. And chased back down and dumped back down. That'll roll down for an icing with 38.6 on the clock. A big save off the blocker for Chase Van de Ven. He's a left-handed catching goaltender, so he has the stick and blocker in his right arm, much like Burdick. Schrader out, he'll take the draw against William Burkholz. Face-off won by Fletcher Schrader. Carroll, he fans at his attempt trying to go D to D, but it's turned right back over. Carroll, he'll skate in as they're going to be offside with 31 seconds left. Shots 11-9 DePere. Face-off won by DePere this time as Dose goes D to D for Greenya, and he was able to dump it down, but Carroll will chase it back down. He'll backhand right to the blue line and wheeled in. Here comes Didi. Didi turns and one-times it, and a save made, caught by Van de Ven. 14 seconds left on the clock. And we thank you for joining us this morning. Audio only this broadcast. We'll have video highlights this afternoon, early evening, as we get set for some boys basketball tonight statewide. Here on Zaleski Sports, here's Ostricki trying to jump in. Last rush with 5 seconds left, 3-on-1 developing. Trying to drop one, a shot, and a miss. That one just missing. And after one period, it is scoreless as a late rush for DePere gave them a prime chance, but they couldn't get it on net. And through one, we are scoreless. Both goaltenders playing extremely well in that first period. And you are listening live to the Division I state semifinal on Zaleski Sports from the Bob Suter Legacy 20 Arena at Middleton, brought to you today by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointments, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Welcome, folks. It's mitten selling season. Who's ready for high quality product, unbeatable service, and bargain prices?
Lazy Boy, do you need a Lazy Boy or two? We have a Lazy Boy for you. We have a Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. Who wants a stressless recliner now? How about stressless sofas? All stressless sectionals now. Do you need new appliances? Gee, Maytag, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Z-Line appliances. Do you need them? We got them today. We have mattresses. Do you need a beauty rest? I know you do. Sold!
Mosey on down to Mittens Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses now, because when the gavel goes down, these deals are gone.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
It is intermission as over on a few doors down from us in the intermediate sections, they had a student from each fan base doing some air guitar to Thunderstruck, and with a glorious mustache from one of them. From the SPASH fan, had the handlebars. So after one period, shot total 11-10 for De Pere. Burdick made all 11 saves. Van de Ven made 10 in that first period. Again, it is scoreless through one. Only one penalty called. That was a cross-checking call at 4:24 by Beckett Carroll. That was killed off by the Panther penalty kill unit. Zamboni on the ice. I say this every broadcast I do. Actually, 2 Zambonis today. I say this to everyone. If you get a chance and you're at a hockey game, go and high-five your local Zamboni driver. Get them a cup of coffee, maybe a hot dog, and thank them for what they do. It's a thankless job, and it does a vital part of keeping these rinks playable and in good shape. As we got double Zamboni action here in the first intermission. Again, we're glad to have you joining us this morning. Again, audio only today. Winner of this game, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. If it is SPASH, we'll be right back here. We, myself, and Elijah Vangsalata. And, of course, later on, before that tomorrow, SPASH girls basketball will be in action. They'll be taking on Notre Dame, and from DC Everest, the sectional final, looking to make a trip to the Resch Center. Of course, you do have some games coming your way today as well. A lot of boys basketball, including Pacelli and Newman Catholic, DC Everest, Wisconsin Rapids, Kaukauna, Eau Claire North, Marshfield, Appleton West, Columbus Catholic, and Athens, Assumption hosting Blair Taylor, Loyal Owen Whitby renewing their rivalry, Marathon hosting Colby, Stratford hosting Spencer, Iola Scandinavia hosting Crivets. All can be found at Zaleski Sports and ZaleskiSports.com. Also get updated for the latest scores, updated playoff schedules when we get those as well, so you can find all of our broadcasts. Of course, tomorrow, sectional final, regional finals in girls and boys, and potentially a state hockey final as well coming your way. Hopefully going tomorrow as well. It's hard to believe we're at state tournament time. Hockey, girls basketball next week, boys basketball the following week, all over the state, and we're glad to be with you guys every step of the way as often as we can here on Zaleski Sports. The ice continues to be cleaned, and we will step aside and hear from some more of our incredible sponsors. If you get a chance, please go and thank these small businesses. Without them, what we do is not possible here on Zaleski Sports. And you are listening live to the Division I State Semifinal, brought to you this morning by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Intermission continues here on Zaleski Sports. Glad to be with you guys. Mike Welland here, Ryan Rasmussen, again getting some video for us. We'll have our highlight package for you guys. Later on this afternoon, we're going to head back to the office after this game and get ready for games tonight as the work never ends for us. I know you, Ryan, you'll be in Marshfield tonight for Columbus Catholic and Athens. I will be shooting highlights in Stevens Point at the SPASH Fieldhouse, SPASH Oakland Memorial Boys Basketball. And of course, again, we pick it right back up tomorrow as well, 1 o'clock. Some girls sectional finals coming your way tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All 4 games in 4 different divisions. Division I, SPASH Notre Dame. I'll be on there with Braden Bullis. Steve Mays will be over in Eau Claire, seeing as Mosinee in Division III to take on St. Croix Central. Division 4 action, Jason Zaleski with Trevor Zaleski will be there in Altoona, as Neilsville and Cameron will go head-to-head. And then in Division 5, over in Pulaski, it'll be Pacelli and Florence. Brandon Biercott and Ryan Rasmussen will be over there as well. 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And again, depending on results tonight, some games tomorrow. Again, keep an eye on ZaleskiSports.com tonight and early tomorrow morning to see where we will be tomorrow all over the state in girls basketball, boys basketball, and maybe some hockey as well, depending on how this game goes. The ice is clean. The nets are in place. Still got plenty of time left on the clock. And we'll see when our officials lead the way onto the ice to get set for the second period. So as we do that, we're going to take one final timeout here during this intermission. Get yourselves ready for the second period. It's a scoreless game between SPASH and De Pere. Shots 11-10 in favor of De Pere after one, right here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Intermission starting to wind down here as we get set for the second period of state semifinal hockey. First game of the day in Division 1. Again, the winner of this game moves to 7 o'clock tomorrow night to play for that state title. De Pere looking for their first, SPASH looking for their second state championship. And a full house here from the Suter Legacy 20 Arena here in Middleton. As one thing I've said, I was here a couple years ago from when Mosinee was here at the tournament. I love this kind of smaller environment here. It creates this atmosphere here. Again, this place is absolutely packed. The balcony, the second level is full. The stands are full. The stands in front of us behind the benches are full. It is a full place here in Middleton, and it's been loud, it's been rowdy, it's been fun. As we get the semifinals underway, again, winner of this game will play the winner of the second game that will be happening this afternoon between Edgewood, the defending champs, and the University School of Milwaukee. Two teams that have played SPASH this season. We covered the Edgewood one. That was on our network. You can find all of our previous broadcasts as well. You can go to select team pages at ZaleskiSports.com. Find your favorite. In hockey, we have 3 conferences and independent Pacelli covers. You can go to those, find your team, find the standings, click on that team page, and you can see a little logo next to a game, and that shows that we've been there. You click on that link, it'll send you back to the replay of that broadcast. That includes our playoffs. We've covered now 4 of the SPASH playoff games, the Chippewa Falls, Wausau West, and Hudson games. And our audio-only one here is I can see the SPASH coaching staff and now the De Pere coaching staff making their way back to their benches. As we get ready for the second period. So coach is back out, waiting for our officials to lead the way. We get set for this one. Of course, they did announce earlier they're looking for more officials, so if you want to and get some time, it's a worthwhile endeavor. I'm going to see if there's any local ones for us where we are usually located. We got a few. Joshua Cayley from Plover. Brock Kuklinski from Mosinee. Justin Peters from Marathon is an official today, or this tournament. Ryan Schroeder. Brandon Schroeder. Some from the Eau Claire area as well. We'll be wearing the stripes over the next day plus. Our officials are out taking a lap. Team's about to take that as well. Our second period face-off will be brought to you by our friends at Nicolet Bank, offering personal banking at its best. Locations, Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Marion. You can learn more at nicoletbank.com as De Pere takes the ice. And I think we got our good to go. Both teams will switch sides, so SPASH will skate left to right. De Pere will skate right to left. No score here after one. Shots 11-10 in favor of the Voyagers. Burdick made 11 stops, that means, and Van de Ven made 10. Same lineups to start, so Cade Kozarek will take the opening draw against Grant Molsky. Face-off taken, won by SPASH. Fleece on the rush, gets to the red line and fires it in off of the referee. That'll be banked but not out. Here comes Molsky. Molsky drops it for Miller. His one-timer is just wide. It'll swing to the corner. Poirier jumps in at the point, sends it back in. Westrick behind the net. He'll bank it back for Fleece on the point. Fleece through some traffic, caught and held by Van de Ven. Early jump for SPASH as De Pere will send their top line out. Burkholz, Greenya, and Lee with Van Helden and Sands. SPASH will keep that top line out. Face-off this time is won by Burkholz, and they'll send it back for Max Greenya. Greenya had a great chance in the first half, couldn't quite get it past Burdick. That'll be dumped down, that'll be an icing. 31 seconds here into the period. Again, thrilled to have you with us, listening along. Bring back memories of my radio days. Molsky will take the draw again against Burkholz in the offensive zone. Face-off won by SPASH. Back for Fleece on the left point. D to D for Poirier through traffic. That's caught and held again. (16:23) here in the second period. Another draw, one tied up and up the wing. De Pere can't clear Molsky. Shot, that's wide and rolls all the way down, but kept in by Fleece. He'll cycle it back in for Westrick behind the net. His centering attempt is blocked, and now Greenya battles with Molsky. But SPASH keeps it in. That's turned over in the slot. They'll tie up. Miller keeps it in, back to the point again, and dumped in. Here's Westrick. He'll take a hit. Austin Lee will bank it finally back to neutral ice, but SPASH will try and regroup, and they will. Here comes Molsky on the right wing. Shot! Then he sends it high. He's trying to go top glove and miss his spot. Fleece pivots back right into a check, and now here comes the other way. Here's Burkholz, but he's stick checked away by Fleece, who recovers. Miller trying to get up that right wing. He's being hounded off the puck by Sands, and we're going to get a penalty called on De Pere. And then we may get a retaliation call as well. We may get coincidentals here, as Miller was being ridden to the boards, and then a hit came after the penalty was called. And we may see 4-on-4 action. Sands will go to the box for sure. At a minute 26. And it looks like that might be the only penalty. Looks like we're going to get a SPASH power play on what will be holding or interference. Face-off is taken back to the points. It is a hold. One-timer is shot, found, and held by Van de Ven. That's a big-time play for Van de Ven on the holding penalty as he was able to find that puck. SPASH will now get a chance to get that top unit out and onto the ice. So holding the call on Sands, and face-off tied up and cleared. Back down behind Burdick. Poirier will chase it down with Beckett Carroll as his partner. Poirier reverses up the left wing for Molsky. Molsky skates in up the left wing. He'll glide in, leaving it, looking for Miller. Miller. Back for Molsky on the point. Up the right wing boards for Carroll. He'll take a shot. That's off the post. Up and out of play. That pinballed around off either Vandeven or the pipe. That looked like it was on a string. And it was right off the right post. Face-off one back for Miller for Poirier on the right point. Poirier will drop it off for Molsky. He'll skate to the top of the slot. Back for Poirier. One-timer through traffic and a save made off the blocker. Abbott keeps it in. Miller. He looks to pass it around. That's turned over. Miller stick lifts again. Abbott keeps it in. He'll wheel back to the left wing boards. Abbott wires it around looking for Molsky. Molsky will keep it in. He'll keep it in. Opens up the blade of his stick from his knees. A shot is tipped wide, rolled back, and that'll be cleared back down and be chased down by Poirier. 47 seconds left on the penalty for Reed Sands for holding. As that'll be tipped in. Abbott drops it looking for Molsky. Molsky skates in. Molsky for Miller. Miller can't catch it cleanly. He'll wheel back, keep it on his stick. They'll cycle into the corner. Back for Beckett Carroll on the point. Back for Molsky. Molsky trying to skate around, gets around, takes a shot. That's blocked. Rebound. Save made that time off the right shoulder, but not cleared. Molsky keeps around, looking to dangle around a couple of times. Turns around. He takes a shot, tipped on net, and a save made as the 5-hole got closed up by Vandeven. SPASH gets a couple skaters in with 10 seconds left on the penalty. Here's Carroll. Carroll skates around the net, keeps it on, looking for the tough angle. Through traffic, looking to center, that's blocked and tipped into the corner. Miller keeps it as we're back to 5-on-5. Penalty expired. Westrick, he'll just bank it forward. Poirier, now Miller, his pass is blocked. SPASH with still some jump. Fletcher Schrader skates behind the net. Schrader turns, shot, and that's saved again. They'll battle in the corner. DePere trying to clear. SPASH with a sustained pressure, and now Sands with a chance to break it out, and he'll just pitchfork it down into the glove of Fleece. Fleece banks it in from the red line. That's going to be an icing. With 13:02 in the clock here in the second period. SPASH with a great power play, but they couldn't score. They had a pipe, but couldn't get it past Chase Vandeven, who made a couple of big-time saves. And DePere's got an offensive face-off, but SPASH wins it with Middlestat. But here's Grenier, who jumps in, looking to center, and that's just tipped wide, barely. They'll battle in the corner. We have a missing stick. Now Ostricky dangles around. He's going to jump in and on the rush. He'll get to the red line. Keeps on the back end, but he's poke-checked away by Wafel. That's played back. Here comes Grenier. Grenier being chounded by Middlestat. Weiss to the red line. He'll just roll it into the zone and chased down there by Dane Wafel. Around for Noah Vanderhayden, and that's rolled down. A 2-on-1 developing. Grenier on the left wing. He'll drop it off. Shot. Save made by Burdick on a 2-on-1. Burdick robs Austin Lee, and now here comes SPASH back the other way. Middlestat. Middlestat shoots. Scores! Max Middlestat answers after the 2-on-1 save, and SPASH takes a 1-0 lead at 5:45, time of the serve pro goal. Should say 4:45, time of the serve pro goal for Max Middlestat, who came in on the left wing and went high blocker and fires it home. For Max, that's his 9th of the season. And we're back underway. A huge goal for the Panthers to get the first one, and that'll be iced. We'll get the announcement of the assists. As Middlestat gets the goal.
He was assisted by number 10,
Jackson Fleece gets the primary assist.
Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 45
It was
seconds in the period.
Middlestat from Fleece. Face-off, tied up, played behind the net for Zach Ostricky. He'll send it up for Westrick in the neutral ice. Westrick throws a reverse hit. Here comes Grant Molsky on the right wing. But again, Molsky struggling with his edges today. A few times he's fallen to the ice. Molsky with it. Centering for Westrick. That's blocked. Back for Ostricky through the point. Tipped on net and a save made. And Sands will look to clear. And he will back to center. Reed Molsky is there. He'll backhand for Zach Ostricky. He'll play catch with his D partner. And now Miller tips it in. Here comes Molsky. Molsky trying to center for Westrick. Miller gets through some traffic. Shot. That's blocked. Landon Smith with the block. And now he'll skate in. He's going to be offside. But he'll chip it in. And they'll chase. No jostle behind the net trying to find that puck. And it's Zach Ostricky with it. He'll drop it to the center for Fletcher Schrader. Schrader for Westrick up that right wing. He'll put one into the corner. Dose, as that Banks takes a big bounce, and now back the other way. Here comes DePere, and SPASH looks like they may have gotten away with a hook. DePere unhappy. You can hear him on front of our bench. We'll get a big hit in open ice laid by Wyatt Williams. DePere starting to lay the body a bit more here in this second period, trying to center one. Here's Ostricky. He'll quickly bank it in and intercepted there by Dose. That one rolls down. That'll be an icing. 10:44 on the clock. Again, the goal at 4:45. It was Max Middlestat's 9th of the season, assisted by Jackson Fleece. They have smashed that 1-0 lead. Might as well fill your home with the best from Home Furniture. Sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and more. Home Furniture location at Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover. Offensive zone face-off, tied up, and DePere will battle along the wing. The Middlestat line back out there with Weiss and Bolton. Here is Middlestat. He tries to pivot away as it rolls into the near corner. Greenya will try and tip it free, but he can't. Middlestat will just fire it back in. They'll chase it down. Kind of a line of, I don't want to say grinders, but that's kind of their style. They're going to play heavy. They're going to try and just play sound defensively. Here comes Greenya. He'll skate right to left. He'll try and get around Poirier. Poirier can't do it. Shot on net. Save made by Burdick. He's able to find it and cover and stop play. Might as well for 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, and strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. Face-off one back by DePere at the blue line. Kept in. That one tipped wide. We got a collision with Molsky in the slot. That'll be banked all the way forward, and Westrick gets buried, but he can't get it out of the zone. Turnover, a shot blocked. Here's a shot and a save made by Vandeven off of Miller. The hitting has picked up here in the second period for sure, as they have been ramping up the play. A hit on Westrick by Michael Van Helden in open ice. Both guys kind of got the worst of it, and there was no winner on that hit. Face-off one back for Fletcher Schrader from the point, and shot and caught and held again. As they are keeping Vandeven under siege. SPASH now out shooting. DePere as that one won back again. Molsky will just play it in behind the net. That's Reed Molsky. Dominic Marshall on the ice, getting some ice time here at the state tournament. Here comes Smith. He gets around a shot, and Burdick is there. Square to the puck, makes the save. Again, Burdick came in with a .941 save on the season. He's been able to make a case for arguably the best goaltender in the state this year. Schrader takes the draw against Kozarik. That one won. Burdick leaves it behind the net. He's going to be swung around for Marshall. Marshall can't handle the pass as Wafel banks it in, and that's going to be just chipped in. And Reed Molsky will just tip it up high and up back towards center ice. Wafel will just chip it in. That'll be chased down again by Reed Molsky. He'll bank it all the way around up the wing as they'll battle along there back to the point. Looking to center, wing to DD pass. A shot that's tipped up high and a wide open net, but not able to get a stick on it was Griffin Wayhausen. He swung and missed. Shot tipped up wide, and Burdick will finally find it, catch it, and take a little bit of a shove by Smith. Play will stop with 9:02 to go here in the period. Might as well Stevens Point Orthopedics, proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this winter and coming up this spring. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. 715-344-0701. Face-off, Spash wins. They'll try and get it out of the zone, and they can't. Here's Greeny up the right wing, but his centering pass picked off. Johnny Weiss gets it back to neutral ice. That's turned and wheeled in there by Van Helden. And that one almost turned over, and it goes back to center. Lee will chase it back for DePere. 8:40 to go here in the period. 1-0 Spash on the Max Middlestat goal. Skating in, that's blocked on a shot. Here's Lee from the face-off dot. Shot, save made by Burdick. Rebound is blocked, and we're going to get a penalty called on DePere as heading to the box is going to be, looks like Burkholz is going to go off for maybe kneeing. And we're getting another Spash power play, and it's going to be Burkholz heading off for tripping. At 8:34, time of the penalty. So Burkholz off for tripping. Spash with another power play. Face off, tied up, one back, and cleared back down. They announced the wrong team for the penalty. It's Burkholz heading off, not Fleece. Here's Poirier all the way in to center ice. They'll battle for it, and here's Grady Miller. He'll play it back for Beckett Carroll, and they can chance to try and set up an entry. Up the wing and in for Grady Miller. Miller for Poirier. He'll jump in. Back for Beckett Carroll. Carroll leaves it for Poirier. Poirier pivots around. Back for Molsky. Molsky, shot. That's blocked out in front. Plenty of traffic in front right now for Spash trying to screen Vandeven. Molsky. He tries to send it. That's blocked, and a nice play to block it and clear it out by Palmer Anderson. Molsky drops it off for Beckett Carroll. He'll skate to center ice. He'll bank one in. Swung on and missed on the clearing attempt. Here's Abbott. Trying to center. A backhand is saved by Vandeven and cleared. Chance for some new skaters. Spash going to counterattack. Looking for Molsky. That's blocked and played behind and dropped off to the corner. And Smith will turn and clear it again. Burdick will leave it. And backhand for Poirier. Jerome Poirier. Crisscrosses with Carroll. He'll roll it forward for Fletcher Schrader to the red line. Schrader will skate it in, glide in up the left wing. Schrader puts on the speed, turning the corner. Get some another new skater, Westrick, back out there with Didi. That second power play unit. Poirier will head off as well as Fleece will enter with Ostricky. Here's Logan Ostricky. He takes a shot, and that's caught and held by Vandeven. And we got some more unpleasantness. Sands and Westrick getting into it. Westrick's been mixing it up all game. With 6:35 to go here in the second period. Spash with still 10 seconds on the penalty on Burkholz. Face-off, battle for, and DePere will win it. They'll clear it down and kill off the penalty. Greenya's going to be chasing down Ostricky into the corner. Goes behind the net. Ostricky avoids. One-hands it for Bolton. Dropped. Ostricky gets around. He'll skate in. Ostricky a shot. That's a save made. Rebound. Almost put into his own net. Big save again, and it goes behind the net for Middlestat, who has the goal in this game. Back for Fleece, but that's going to be turned over, and then Lee gets a move, skates in. Lee trying to drop a pass. He'll roll it back. They'll get a cycle. Centering pass through some legs. A shot save made by Burdick off the pass. A shot that's blocked out in front. Kozarik with it still. He'll drop it off. It goes back to the point. Sands through some traffic. That one blocked out in front by Fleece. Rolling it forward, but not out. Bolton will chip it down, and that'll be an icing. 5:36 to go here in the second. And so thankful for you guys to be joining us, listening along. And winner of this game will play 7 o'clock tomorrow for the state championship against the winner of Edgewood and University School. Face-off won by Spash, but Kozarik hustling behind the play to get it. Looking to center. It goes back for Dose. And they'll bat in the corner. Molsky will make a stick lift, and he will try and pitchfork it around. He'll chase it back down himself, looking for Westrick. And Westrick will chip that one through. As Wafe will pick it off in his glove, he'll skate in on side. Keeping on the backhand, rolls it back for Wiehausen. Here's Westrick on the wing. Westrick, a monster hit by Smith. Westrick gets smoked by Landon Smith, a big-time hit, but both guys pop right back up. Miller has his pocket picked by Smith. Smith, a shot and a save made by Burdick off the blocker in the right arm. Smith then lays another hit. Smith causing problems. Burdick made another save on a tough angle, and that's banked high off the glass and down by Molsky. SPASH trying to get there. They can't. It'll be an icing with 4:41 to go. These two teams don't play, but they don't like each other. This has been a hard-hitting second period. The lone goal at 4:45, Max Middlestat from Jackson Fleece. Face-off tied up, one back, and just rolled into the corner. Poirier looking for Didi. They'll battle along the boards. Poirier will just chip it down and clear. That's going to be up and out of play. Face-off will come back into the zone. DePere will have the offensive zone face-off with that third line out. Easton LaBelle will take the draw against Fletcher Schrader. Fleece will just roll it forward. Didi will get it out of the zone. But that one just tipped over skate and then poke checked away. That one rolled in. Poirier chases it down. He'll go into his own zone. Schrader there on the support. Schrader up the wing for Benny Abbott. Abbott will just chip it in. They'll chase. And there's Jace Didi. Pivots away. Tough angle shot off the side of the net. Looking to backhand one in. Still loose and a save made. Banked back forward for Palmer Anderson. He'll get to the red line, chip it in, and chase it down as Burdick will steer it to the corner. Under 4 to go. Here in the period, and a shot is tipped wide again. Back behind the net, it rolls forward for Fleece. Fleece keeps it on the point, keeps at the blue line. That one kicked forward. Didi puts on the Jets, keeps it in. It'll be swung around to the right wing boards. Abbott will have a turnover. He'll get it back, looking to center. A pass is blocked. Middlestat throws a hit. Abbott gets it back. Tough angle, still loose, right in front of the net. Rebound, and the save is made. Doing the full splits was Van de Ven. SPASH had a chance there, but they couldn't find the puck. That'll be dumped down and cleared. Icing is waved off. Carroll and Grenier will battle. Carroll pivots away, pokes it forward, but he turns it over. Looking to center. Burdick is there, and it's behind the net. It was blocked by Ostricky. Here's Beckett Carroll. He'll bank one forward for Jaron Bolton. Bolton to the stick of Johnny Weiss. The freshman skates in. Weiss looking for a shot. He gets a stick lift at the last second. Weiss into the corner with under 3 to go here in the period. That one played back for Wafel. He'll roll it forward for Lee. He'll bank it forward for Grenier. He'll just put it on net. Caught. And then dropped by Burdick. He will keep the play going. Right up the middle. Here comes Molsky on a breakaway. Molsky. Shot. Save made off the stick. Van de Ven, a monster save to keep this a 1-goal game on one of the best goal scorers in Wisconsin. That one played behind the net. Ostricky will go and chase it down. That's going to be blown dead, and they're going to call an icing, I think. Or is Molsky going to the box? Molsky's heading to the box. We're going to get a SPASH penalty on Grant Molsky. For roughing. .14:41 time of the penalty. Molsky to the box for roughing. Face-off taken, one by DePere. SPASH the pins along the boards, and they clear it down. Second power play for the Voyagers here in the game. They'll look to break it in. Smith will skate up to center ice. He'll bank one in. But Fleece will chase it down. He'll dump it, but that's blocked out in front. Looking for a centering pass, and Benny Abbott gets his stick on there just in time. They'll play along the boards, straight to the slot. Looking for Dose on the one-timer. He couldn't. It was just behind him, and it swung behind the net. Landon Smith now with it. D to D. Shot. That's off the crossbar. I could hear the ringing of the pipe as Abbott will clear it back to center. Abbott with a poke check. He knocks it down. He'll skate in shorthanded. Looking to get around. Back behind the net it goes. Looking to center for Marshall. A shot. And a save made off of Donnie Marshall. And they blow it dead. They couldn't find the puck. Dominic Marshall coming in shorthanded. Defensive zone face-off for the man advantage for De Pere. Face-off taken one by the Voyagers, and they'll look to break it in with Michael Van Helden. Grenia drops it for Lee, who will wheel back and look to set things up. 50 seconds left on the Molsky penalty. Lee dangles around, gets in up the left wing. Looking to get around, looking to get a shot. Zach Ostricki is there as we're in the final minute. Beckett Carroll will get some hustle and skate it out of the zone. He'll bring it back into the zone, wasting time. Carroll wheels it back, 30 seconds left on the penalty. Carroll keeps it going, yo-yos, and wires it into the SPASH bench. Look out below. Hopefully everyone's all right. Okay, that's why you wear your helmets down there. But because of it, the zone is going to be an offensive zone face-off for De Pere. 24 seconds left on the Molsky penalty. Westrick will take the draw against Burkholz. Face-off tied up into the skates of the linesman. Westrick will get it, and he will dump it down and clear. 17 seconds left. Last rush on this power play for the Voyagers. It'll be Michael Van Helden. Drops it off for Lee. They'll crisscross to Grenia. Grenia looking for some speed. He gets stick checked away. Backhand glove in. It was a hand pass. And that's going to be cleared down off the glove, and that'll kill it off. Molsky will be back on the ice. That one to the blue line, and now wheeling back out with it. SPASH got that top line out. Here comes Lee right up the middle. He gets stick checked away. Looks to get around. He gets low bridged by Ostricki. Now here's Grady Miller into neutral ice. Miller gets erased by Smith into the boards. Smith has made some big hits, and that will end the second period. Two periods in the book, 17 minutes to go. It's 1-0 SPASH on the Max Middlestad goal at 4:45 of the period. We'll have all of your totals and summaries on the way as you are listening live to state semifinal hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun.
Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Feltz Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Broadcasting live from the Bob Studer Legacy 20 Arena here in Middleton, Division I State Semifinal. Glad to be with you guys. Mike Wendland here with Ryan Rasmussen, getting some highlight footage for us as they're doing a competition. Again, in the booth couple doors down. They're bringing a student from each fan base, and they're doing a cup stacking competition. Man, it looks like Pere rolling with it. Pere is going awfully fast with their cup stack. That was very impressive. And they're going to try it again as we broadcast here at the second intermission. Again, take a look at the numbers here through 2 periods. The lone goal was scored at 4:45 of the second period for the SPASH Panthers. It was Max Middlestad, assisted by Jackson Fleece, and an even strength goal. The shots 25-20 in the game for SPASH. 24 saves on 25 shots for Chase Vandeven. 20 saves on 20 shots for Zach Burdick. Penalties, there were 3 of them total. It started at 8:34, a tripping call for Sands. And then a holding call on Sands, and then a tripping call on Burkholtz. Mostly a call for roughing late. All those penalties ended up being killed off. The lone goal was even strength. And shots on net, Greenia and Molsky lead the way each. They each have 6 shots on net. Landon Smith with 4. 3 for Middlestat, Dede, and Fleece, as well as Austin Lee. SPASH put 15 shots on net in that second period, 15-9 in the period. So Burdick made 9 saves on 9 shots, 14 saves on 15 shots for Vandeven through 2 periods. It is the second intermission here on Zaleski Sports. The dual Zambonis cleaning the ice here in the state semifinal, and you are listening live on Zaleski Sports, brought to you this morning still by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them, and I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Second intermission here from Middleton. The state semifinal. Winner of this game again will play at 7 o'clock tomorrow night for the Division I state championship, the final hockey game of the year, against the winner of the second game between Edgewood and University School. And Michael in here with Ryan Rasmussen. Again, very glad to be with you guys this morning. This trip and this game was worth the, in my case, 5:30 departure time this morning. And if we get the honor of, if I get the honor of being back here again tomorrow night, it'll be worth the miles I'm going to put on, because I'll be doing a doubleheader tomorrow. Again, a lot of boys basketball tonight coming your way. 4 girls sectional final games tomorrow in Divisions 1, 3, 4, one each in Divisions 1, 3, 4, and 5. From all over the state. Again, in Division 1, I'll be in DC Everson Schofield, as SPASH and Notre Dame will go head-to-head for a berth at the Resch Center. Division 3, Mosinee and Wittenberg, or Mosinee and St. Croix Central, playing at Eau Claire North, Steve Maves and Braden Sutter. Ryan Reston will be in Pulaski in Division 5 with Brandon Biricott. Pacelli taking on Florence. And Division 4 over in Altoona, Jason Zaleski and Trevor Zaleski will be out there for Neilsville and Cameron. All those games 1 o'clock tomorrow. Those will be our usual broadcast, live video and everything, as we get set for more play here in the third period on the way. The nets are in place. Zamboni's off the ice. We're going to take one more timeout. Get yourselves ready for the third period, which is on the way. 17 minutes to go to decide our first state finalist in Division I here from Bob Studer's Legacy 20 Arena in Middleton. As you are listening live on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Welcome, folks. It's mitten selling season. Who's ready for high quality product, unbeatable service, and bargain prices?
Lazy Boy, do you need a Lazy Boy or two? We got a Lazy Boy for you. We got a Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. Who wants a stressless recliner now? How about stressless sofas? All stressless sectionals now. Do you need new appliances? Gee, Maytag, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Z-Line appliances. Do you need them? We got them today. We have mattresses. Do you need a beauty rest? I know you do. Sold!
Mosey on down to Mittens Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses now, because when the gavel goes down, these deals are gone.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Third period on the way in just a couple of moments here on Zaleski Sports. We're glad to be with you guys and very thankful here as we get set for this one. 17 minutes to go to decide a state finalist here in Division I, maybe extra time if needed. And again, a big Reminder for people who are watching along in our chat, please be professional. Please keep it civil, keep it clean. And we do monitor and moderate multiple people, both here and back in our offices. Keep track of things, so please be responsible and respectful in our chat. As they start to wind things down, again, we'll take a look at what you can look for as well on Zaleski Sports tonight as we wait for the team to take the ice. Boys basketball. 10 games today in playoff action. Wild to think. We're glad to be doing so. Pacelli hosting Newman Catholic. Brandon Biricon on the call there. Chris Conley will be in DC Everest as they take on Wisconsin Rapids. Justin Krzyzewski, Kakana, they take Eau Claire North. Gene Delisio will bring the mic for Marshfield and Appleton West. Jason Zaleski and Marshfield's O for Columbus Catholic and Athens. Steve Mays, Assumption, taking on Blair Taylor. Joe Anderson in Loyal as Loyal takes on Owen Withey. Dan Ross with Marathon hosting Colby. Mike Steinwagner in Stratford hosting Spencer. Dan Nelson will be in the Thunderdome. My hometown, Iola Scandinavia, as they take on Crivets. I'll be shooting a highlight over in Stevens Point as SPASH will take on Eau Claire Memorial. That'll be just a highlight only you can look for later tonight into tomorrow. And again, our girls basketball sectional finals, St. Croix Central and Mosinee, Notre Dame and SPASH. Cameron, Neilsville, Florence, and Pacelli. And we will keep an eye on ZaleskiSports.com for the schedule for tomorrow, depending on how the games go tonight. For boys basketball regional finals and a potential hockey state championship tomorrow night. And all those can be found as well as standings and scores at ZaleskiSports.com. As we get set for the third period of this one. Just a couple minutes left on the clock. Again, there is not a seat to be found here. We've seen some, I guess, hockey celebrities walking around. I was within arm's length of Joe Pavelski before puck drop. Watching his alma mater. U.S. Hockey Hall of Famer. I think he's got a case for the just general Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto with the career he had in San Jose and Dallas, and with the Team USA. He was the captain back in 2014. Went to a Stanley Cup final. As we just wait for the two teams to get back out there, I see the coaching staffs walking back. Coach Polkamp leading the way for the Panthers. And J.P. Koppel for the Voyagers. As our officials take the ice, look, the teams will be out shortly. As we get set for the third. DePere on the ice. SPASH now takes the ice. Burdick gets into his net. So SPASH will skate right to left here in the third period. DePere left to right. SPASH will keep that top line starting. Molsky, Miller, and Westrick. Poirier and Fleece. Final words of encouragement for DePere. They need a goal. 17 minutes to tie it up. SPASH has had their chances. They're out shooting the Voyagers 25-20. SPASH is going to have that Lee out there with Greenya and taking the draw Burkholz. Top lines going out, face off down. And taken, SPASH. It'll play up to the near side, right in front of their bench. Fleece will dump it in. It'll be chased down there by Reed Sands. No battle, no They'll try and center it. Now it's turned over back to neutral ice. Here's Grenia up the left wing. Grenia, who has 6 shots on net in the game. That one banked forward and down. But that can be an icing. It will be, and they will stop play. 27 seconds into the period. SPASH will bring out their second line. Schrader, Dede, and Abbott. As Kosarik will take the draw, and it's won by SPASH. But Smith will keep it in. Now Abbott with it. Abbott trying to get around. Good defensive stick check by the long reach of Wafel. That's going to be rolled forward. SPASH almost may have gotten away with a hook. They have it back at the point. Dede wheeling around, trying to keep it on his stick. Poked away, chasing down backside. Now back the other way. Here come the Voyagers. Just dumped in. They'll chase it down. As Griffin Wayhausen, the left winger. Smith, the shot, and a block. A pad save by Burdick. A shot that's blocked out in front into the corner. Kosarik will chase it down. Back to the point for Dose. Leo Dose, as that's going to be cleared back into neutral ice. Knee down by Fleece, looking for that home run pass for Abbott. He couldn't get it, and that'll be an icing. Bring things back, 15:47 to go. Here in the third period, 1-0 SPASH on a Max Middlestat goal. 4:45 into the second period. The one assist was to Jackson Fleece, who was the sectional final hero and an overtime winner against Hudson. Face-off taken and won by SPASH as we got a player taken to the ice, and now Beckett Carroll will just one-handed back to the blue line, but that's kept in and played behind the net. Ostricky will pivot, stop and start, trying to clear it out. And again, DePere keeps it in. That one will be dumped down and back into neutral ice, chased down there by Michael Van Helden. Rolling in, Beckett Carroll will knock the puck down, left-handed shooting defenseman for Bolton. That one's tipped in, and Van Helden is there again, onto the stick of Lee in on the right wing, looking to get around Carroll. They'll battle in the corner. He gets taken down, and we play on. That's turned over. Here's Johnny Weiss for SPASH. He'll get it through the legs for Middlestat. Middlestat gets around the corner. Middlestat, poke check backside, and a nice play by Sands. Played back towards center for Wyatt Williams. For Lee. Lee poke checked away, and it's over skated. Weiss banks it forward and out. And it goes back towards center. Sands will backhand one. Weiss will pin him along the boards. Johnny Weiss backhands it in. Molsky back out there with Miller, that top line. Molsky looking to center and a save made. Miller goes to the ice, can't get a rebound. That one rolled back to center, and here comes Burkholz. He'll skate it on the right wing. He'll try and center it. A shot that's blocked by Zach Ostricky, but kept in, wired behind the net by Dane Wafel. Played at the point, back in, still in. Wafel is shot through traffic, blocked by Burdick. He makes the save. Burkholz between the legs of Grenier, shot, and Burdick robbed him. Another big save by Zach Burdick, who's having himself a night. A shot and another save. That one chipped forward, back, and back out. Here comes Westrick with Miller. That's going to be in on side, looking to center, and that's paddled away by Van de Ven. Stepping in, Schrader. That's going to be picked off by Poirier. He'll skate in on side. Poirier on the rush, looking to get around, gets stepped up. That one blocked out in front by Wafel. He'll try and clear it. Goes D to D with Dose. Back to center. Abbott will chip it in. And it'll go into the offensive zone. Smith will chase it down solo. Off the skate of Fleece, looking to center. Back the other way comes Benny Abbott with speed. Tough angle shot and a save made. No rebound and cleared back down. That'll be chipped in. No icing. It was a touch by Ostricky. Logan Ostricky throws a hit on Lee. Long range of that right-handed shot. Will try and clear it out to the blue line, but not out. And it'll now go back towards center. That'll be in over a glove. Fleece will chase it down. Long stretch of uninterrupted play, or under 13 to play, and that'll be rolled in on net, and a blocker save made by Burdick from center ice. Lee staying in on the forecheck. Abbott around the net with speed for Dede. That'll be chipped down. And icing is waved off. It didn't make it. And that'll be chipped back and now dumped back in by Bolton. trying to chase it down there. Now 2-on-1 developing. In on side, turning around, looking for a shot, blocked by Middlestat. Back to the point, Sands, that's blocked out in front off the stick of Reed Molsky. Molsky gets his stick lifted late. Skating back in on side is Anderson. He'll have to wheel back and drop it out in front. Carroll gets knocked off the puck, keeps it in, turns it back over for Grenia. Bolton lays a hit, Anderson still there, a shot and a save made. Rolled back to the point, but not out. And then now Jess being poked offside to force a stoppage. 12:01 to go here in the game. Some big time saves. Neutral zone face-off, Molsky against Kozarik. Face-off taken and won by Spash. Fleece into the stick of Poirier. Poirier jumping in on the play. He'll drop it off. It's blocked away and then swung around by Wehausen. And here's Smith. Gets around Westrick. Dangles him a couple of times. On net and a save made by Burdick. Just a harmless shot, just trying to catch him napping. One-timer, and that's blocked out in front. Just chipped forward by Fleece. Miller takes a hit. Grady Miller throws a hit. And Fleece back into neutral ice. Here comes Molsky. Molsky trying to get around. Keeps it on the backhand. Strong on his stick, but a good play late. And someone, he has a stick go flying in the air. That's Leo Dose. He'll have to go chase it down. And he can't pick it up. Eventually gets it back in his hands. That one banked forward. Poirier is there. Poirier, a home run pass for Abbott. Abbott skates in on side. He'll take a long-range shot. That's tipped up high and over the net. No rebound. Played behind the net, swung around the left wing. Back to the DePere trying to break it back out. Here comes Dede. Jace Dede looking for a backhand, cleared. Back to the point. Ostricki through traffic. Rebound is tipped wide. May have gotten a piece of the post. DePere trying a home run pass of their own. Carroll. Now here comes Benny Abbott back out there. He'll skate in on side. Carroll a shot. That's over the glove and wide. They'll make some hits along in the corner. Fletcher Schrader picks it off. Schrader dancing around, keeping it on that stick. He gets double teamed, keeps it on that stick. Trying to backhand it. Ostricki sends it back behind the net. Dose battling with Abbott. He'll reverse. Cleared back down by Williams for DePere. Ostricki will just dump it in at the red line. They'll chase it down. It'll be picked off and knocked down again. Here comes Anderson. Partial break. Anderson. Shot. Save made by Burdick. Rebound will not be there. It's chased back down. They'll have to chase it back in. And that's brought in off on back out to the zone. Turn and wheeled in by Sands with 9:55 to go. And Beckett Carroll for Spash will backhand it around for Logan Ostricki. Pass for Johnny Weiss to the red line. He'll dance around, gets around a couple of guys, but then Lee takes it away. Numbers for DePere. Here comes Grenia, left wing. Middlestat, though, hustling back on the back check. Banked around, looking for the point. Sands will try and keep it in. That's blocked out in front, Zach Ostricki. Ostricki tips it out for Burkholtz. 9:23 to go. Here comes Grenia back in, right up the gut. He'll take a shot. That's blocked. Poirier back on the ice. He'll jump in. Tries to jump around. Here comes Middlestat. Shot backhand and a save made off the side of the net by Van de Ven. Van Helden turns it over for Grady Miller. Miller, his shot blocked by Grenia. Into the corner. Looking to center. Miller shot. He scores! Grady Miller makes it 2-0. As the captain, one of the captains gets his 28th of the year. It is 2-0 Panthers on the Grady Miller goal. He went bar down here in the third. That's a serve pro goal at 8:09 here in the third. Grady Miller. We'll wait for the official announcement of the assist, but it is 2-0 on that serve pro goal. Again, called serve pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. As Smith battles in the corner. Now here comes Molsky. He's jumping in for Westrick. That's wide. A save made actually by. So it's Miller from Molsky, the goal. Here comes Smith. Smith a shot, and that's blockered away by Burdick. Back for Smith. He'll take a shot. That's blocked. Kozarek will chase it in the corner. Swung bound, trying to get a cycle going. Fleece will get his stick tied up. He'll just chip it back to center for Wafel. Saucer pass for Dose. His pass intercepted. Here comes Fletcher Schrader. Schrader. A couple bigger players trying to body him off the puck, and they do. They'll battle along the left wing boards into the corner. Dede with some yeoman's work. Jace Dede keeps it. Drops it for Abbott. Looking to center for Schrader. Schrader with a high stick. He'll touch it down, and that'll stop play. Faceoff's going to come all the way down due to the high touch. So again, at 8:09, it was Miller from Molsky to make it 2-0. Schrader will take the draw against Burkholz. DePere's got that top line out. Face-off won by Spash. Logan Ostricki wires it around the wing. And what a pass. Here comes Jace Dede, one-on-one with Sands. Dede, that's off the stick of Sands and up into the net, out of play. Again, thrilled to have you joining us wherever you are, coast to coast around the world, and if we can reach their other planets. 7:38 to go here in regulation. Spash up 2-0. Goals from Max Middlestat and Grady Miller. Middlestat wins this draw. Back to Ostricki from the slot. Shot, that's wide. Had plenty of traffic in front, but he couldn't get to hit the net with it. And here comes Austin Lee back the other way. He dangles around. It goes to Burdick. He's going to paddle it and send it up the right wing boards. And down into neutral ice. Sands is there. He will take a long-range pass. Bouncing puck to Logan Ostricki. Stick to skate to stick. And dumped in by Johnny Weiss. Weiss, Middlestat, and Bolton, that third line has been effective this morning for the Panthers as that's back to neutral ice. Weiss with another poke check. And he'll battle with Smith. Weiss keeps it in. He'll roll one, and it's going to be just chipped behind the net. Sands battling with Grant Molsky back out there. Spash smelling blood, looking for that top line to get some more action. Miller give and go, looking for Molsky. Miller, Molsky, shot, and he missed. It bounces back, and it's covered by Vandeven. Molsky not happy with himself. He missed an open net. He had a great chance to make it 3-0. .6:44 to go here in the third period. Molsky wins another draw with Kozarek. Westrick with it on the right wing. Westrick centering. A shot is tipped high, partially blocked. Fleece just rolls it into the chest of Westrick. Westrick trying to get a shot off. He keeps it at the faceoff dot. A shot and a save made by Vandeven. .29-27 the shots. Spash with the advantage. Schrader line out there, and they'll take the draw, and it's won again by Schrader, but then Abbott overskates it, but they turn it right back over in the zone. Schrader trying to roll one through, and that's picked off by Wafel. Big defenseman will skate in and backhand one in. They'll dump and chase. Burdick will play it behind his net, backhands. His pass is picked off. Zach Ostricki will battle, and there's Jackson Fleece with it. Fleece looking to dump it. That's going to be on net and stopped by Vandeven as Abbott was crashing the net. As he had some, I don't know about complimentary words, but a couple of little conversation there between him and Leo Dose. Spash is going to bring that Middlestat out for an offensive zone faceoff. Middlestat, Bolton, and Weiss with Carroll and Poirier. Face-off battled for. And here comes Lee, back forward to Pere, 1-on-2. Poirier back skating with him. Poirier using that stick effectively picks it off. Jerome Poirier breaking out up the wing, looking to chip it back towards center, and he does. Middlestat with it now on the backhand. Middlestat trying to weave his way through the defense, and that's going to be back out to center. Dropped off for Burkholz. Burkholz trying to get around with Poirier, staying right with him, stride for stride. Poirier drops it for Beckett Carroll. Carroll weaves back, looking to dump it out, and they do get it back towards center. 5:21 to go. That one dumped back in, Poirier. And now that we start to think about the time for DePere, down by 2, when do you make the decision to go with that extra skater? Hudson scored to tie it up against SPASH last Saturday with that extra skater. Molsky loses an edge again, chasing it down, looking to one-hand it for Miller. Molsky with a shot and a save made. That one gloved down by Easton LaBelle, but Miller gets it back. Molsky a one-timer, and he scores! Grant Molsky makes it 3-0. And SPASH is now 4 minutes and 48 seconds away from the state championship game. The 40th of the year for Grant Molsky. A serve pro goal at 12-12. It'll be Molsky from Miller. To make it 3-0. Timeout DePere.
SPASH Panthers goal was scored by number 2, Grant Molsky.
Get the assist for Grady Miller. Was there a third? Is there a secondary? It is not. Molsky from Miller at 12-12 in the third. SPASH now with that 3-goal lead. DePere's taking their timeout. And the decision now with under 5 to go, do they come out with 6 skaters or do they come out with 5 and wait to get some zone time maybe and then get Chase Vandeven out of there and try and get, looking for a miracle comeback for the Voyagers here in the third. Goals now from Middlestat, Miller, and Molsky. Schrader will take the draw against Kazarik. It is taken and won by DePere. They'll skate in with it, and here comes the extra skater. And Burdick will stop and hang on, force an early faceoff. It'll be 6-on-5 with 4:41 to go. Vandeven out of the net. Talking with our very own Bob Bradovich earlier this morning. He stopped by and said hello, so big thanks to Bob. One of the best voices in all of Wisconsin. We talked about some of the games yesterday, pulling some goalies and players trying to do the NHL move and going that long-range empty net attempt and icing the puck over and over and over again. Just a battle in the net, still loose. Where's the puck? Everyone pushing and shoving. They'll stop play. And we got shenanigans in the net front. There's guys wrestling on the ice. Burdick is face down in the crease. Oh, no. Burdick pops his head back up and you just hope he's all right. Burdick slow to get up as he was belly flopped and prone with the host of bodies on top of him. And he was able to get there, and there's cross checks. They're showing the overhead view. There was cross check after cross check after cross check in the crease. Guys are just wailing away. 4:32 to go. Six on 5, DePere with an empty net. SPASH has got Molsky out there to take the draw against Kozarek. It's won by DePere. Smith battles in the corner. It goes back to the point for Wafel. They'll try and cycle. Smith now with it, trying to center. That's back to the point it goes for Wafel. He fans on his attempt, and they'll just try and get the cycle going again. Fleece is there, swings it all the way around and down. That'll blow it dead for an icing with 4:13 to go. Again, SPASH hangs on here. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow night for the state championship game. I'll gladly make this drive from Everest tomorrow afternoon once the girls' sectionals conclude. Make my way down here as fast as I possibly can, legally, as the faceoff is won back to the point. Sands. Chance to wrap up the hockey season. Abbott trying to clear it, he can't. Poirier, though, can. He'll dump it back to center. 4 minutes to go. That one chipped in, neutral ice, Middlestat, sticks tied up, but they keep it in. Here's Grenier, a shot. That's whistled wide. Poirier, they'll battle. Poirier will wing it, trying to chip it back out. Glove down by Sands at the blue line. Played behind the net for Lee. Lee trying to center. Poirier is there. He'll wheel back. Poirier just chips it back, but not out. Nice glove play by Burkholz. A shot. Blocker save. The rebound poked down. No goal. They're going to say a high stick. The call is no goal. High stick. And the faceoff's going to come all the way down because it was a high touch. And they're going to put the goalie back in the net because they have to. That was batted in from above the crossbar. Face-off taken, one back by Spash. Poirier with it. He'll leave it for Grant Molsky. He'll backhand for Westrick behind the net. Teddy Westrick pivots into the corner, and they'll pin it along there and waste some clock. Here's Grady Miller with it still, battling with Lee. It rolls forward, and here comes Grenier. Looking over, Windus Van Eyck, he's heading to the bench now. Extra skater once again back on. Poirier chasing it down, backhanding it for Miller. Jill just pitchfork it out and down. No icing, 3 minutes to go. 6-on-5 for DePere. Smith, he'll put it behind the net and try and set something up. Here's Anderson, a shot blocked by Westrick, up and out of play. 2:49 to go. 3-0 Spash, inching their way toward a state championship game appearance. Schrader will take the draw against Kosarik. It's won by Spash. Ostricki sends it all the way around. And that's pinned on the blue line and kept in. Looking to center, Kosarik. He gets stick lifted by Flees and then gives it right back. Looking to the crease. That's going to roll back to the wing. Smith trying to get a cycle going. To the slot he goes. A shot that's tipped up and into the netting again. And we'll get a face-off. .228 to go. DePere's getting some pressure, but they're not able to solve Burdick yet. Ostricki wheels around, looks to get it back down, and he does, back to center. Wafel was there playing some defense. As that's going to be banked in. Smith looking to get a rush. Smith, shot, and Burdick is there again. It banks up to the left wing boards. Fletcher Schrader battles. Abbott was going to roll it down. That's picked off there, and now here comes Middlestat. It's into the hands of Dose. 2 minutes to go. Stick check, and that's rolled in by Anderson. Burdick will dive on top and force a stoppage. 1:53. That was a bizarre play at center ice. And again, teams that don't really play each other, and Dose with some words for the Spash bench as he heads back. Don't really like each other. Face-off won by Spash, banked clear. Miller will bank it back out, looking to get it down. That's going to be chipped back in. They'll try and chase. 1:45 to go for Beckett Carroll. Wires all the way around to the point for Sands. Poirier with it. Poirier chips it back out, trying to get around with Lee. No icing because he got past the red line, and now here comes the Pere. Lee coming in with speed. He picks up Molsky to the empty net, and he buries it. Grant Molsky makes it 4-0 on the empty netter. And Spash can start counting down at 15:37. Time of the serve pro goal to the state championship game. Molsky with his 41st of the year. Update as well, Grady Miller at 196 career points. Dominic Marshall will take the draw with Harley Kovac and Thomas Oswald, so a fourth line in. That'll be dumped in. And there's Molsky as they'll be back towards center. Unassisted goal for Molsky as Poirier will backhand one forward. Thomas Oswald into the game again with Marshall and Harley Koback. Turn around and chipped back in by Blake Foose, fourth line for De Pere. So De Pere is getting some of their younger guys a chance to play on the state ice. Here comes Oswald. Drops it from Marshall. Marshall had a chance shorthanded earlier. Oswald battles. Foose will battle for it. Goes back for Koback. He's pinned out there. Here comes Oswald. Looking for a tough angle. Gets around. Back for Reed Molsky. Molsky shoots. That's blocked. Cleared back but not out. Oswald with it. We're in the final minute. Final 30 seconds. Played back. And I can hear the chant from the SPASH because these two schools played last night in girls basketball. And during the game when SPASH got a little bit of a lead, I heard their students going, "Let's play hockey" from De Pere. SPASH answers back now with "Let's play hockey." 15 seconds left. Zach Ostricki with Reed Molsky. They'll swing it around for Weiss. 7 seconds left. Weiss pins it, flips it up to center. 3 seconds left. 2, and the SPASH Panthers will play for the state championship tomorrow night thanks to a Zach Burdick 30-save shutout. And it'll be SPASH who will play for the state title. Their opponent to be determined, but the game will be listened to live here on Zaleski Sports from Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena in Middleton. We're going to take a quick word from our friends over at Nasonville Dairy. Come back, wind things down here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
As they'll shake hands, we'll wrap things up here quickly so I can go down and get some interviews with the SPASH Panthers. Ryan will tear things down for us. 4-0 goals, Molsky twice, Miller and Middlestad. Burdick a 30-save shutout as SPASH, the number 1 seed, gets win number 25 on the season, and they will play for the state championship tomorrow night against a team that they have played already this year, whether it's Edgewood or University School. This has been your very quickly abbreviated Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Glad to have you listening along with us today. Your final score from the Bob Suter Legacy 20 Arena in Middleton. SPASH 4, De Pere 0. SPASH will play for the title tomorrow. 7 o'clock puck drop here on Zaleski Sports. We'll talk to you then.